Hello, my name is Andrea White, and I will be your instructor here for the next 10 weeks. Reading 503, Emerging and Early Literacy Development. I'm so excited you're here. Well, I guess a little over 12 weeks. We do have a winter break starting right after the first week, so I did want to let you know about that. I'm sure you're already aware. So basically, you'll have the first week, and then have about I don't know, it's about what, 6, 7, 8 days off, somewhere around there. And then week 2 will kind of be shortened. So, if you do have any time over break and you want to get started on week 2, you can. And then week 2 will be due January 6th. But I'll make sure I release announcements and stuff. So I just kind of want to say hi. You can read a little bit more about me right here. I'm going to kind of show you a quick overview of the course a little bit with a few little tips. I've been here with SNU since 2013. I love it. I taught before then for 7 years, early childhood, mainly second grade, a lot of or 1 year in third grade and 2 years in kindergarten, along with the 4 in second. So I love early literacy. That is right up my alley. I also have 3 boys. They're 8, 7, and 5, and my husband's also an educator too. So that's kind of a little bit about me. Like I said, you can read my announcement here. We're going to look through basically everything about reading and writing in this course and kind of the development of it, the foundations of it. We kind of, almost like with anything, we need to know the past to understand how to instruct in the present. We do have a small class, so I did want you to know that. I will be talking to the dean. I know we have a group PowerPoint project thing, so I'm going to have to talk to him about how we're going to rework that since we do have a really small class. And I'll let you know. So kind of, here's my announcements. I always release 3 announcements a week. Now for the first, I would say those 2 weeks, the first week's pretty overwhelming, and I only released 2 announcements because I have 5 already submitted here. And then week 2, since we have that break, I won't start my normal 3 until week 3. I always do a beginning of the week on a Sunday, in case you want to get started, middle of the week on a Wednesday announcement, and then wrap up on Saturday, just to kind of let you know. And I'm going to actually switch over real quick to my main tip up here. Before that, quick navigation. Here's your course menu. I love the flow of Brightspace. I feel like it's easy to find things. Same thing with the learning modules. I love how they're just kind of in order and you can kind of just go through. But here's a drop-down menu. We've got a calendar embedded in the course, which is really nice. Lets you know about due dates. And then you've got your My SNU here, online student services, and the Shapiro library, and any help tutorials. I love this right over here, the quick links. That's probably the citing your sources guide is probably one of my favorite links to use. If you were anything like me, I was petrified of APA format when I was in my master's program. So let me know if you have any questions about the writing in APA format, even if you want to send me a paper before you submit it. And the really cool thing, there are some really neat assignments in this course. Some of them, we're going to be, you get to draw how you want envision your reading area to look. I mean, they're not your normal papers. We do have a few papers, but there really aren't that many, which is actually pretty awesome. And one of my favorite things to do when I taught was mini lessons. And that's actually what your final project is going to be about, which I'll talk about that in just a second. Try to wrap this up here in a few minutes. Here is my biggest tip for you. If you do not do this already, you're going to want to get notified for any announcements or anything if a grade is submitted on my end. This is the best way to do it. You'll go up to your name, you'll click on notifications. Once the notifications come up, you can put in your cell phone number if you want. I do not have mine in because my email's linked to my cell phone, which is really nice. So all my emails just come to my phone. But you are more than welcome to put that in if you would rather have a text message. This is really neat. I click on announcements. I click on that to get my email. So anytime an announcement's released there, same thing with the discussion in the general questions section. And all you have to do is go into there and click on the little star that says subscribe. And when that's clicked, and this is clicked, you'll get an email or a text if you want. So anyone, because you never know if someone else also has a question as well. If I was a student, I would be clicking on the grades. It says anytime a grade is released, you can click on that. That's what I would do. It's up to you. You don't have to, but I know when I was in my master's, I mean, sometimes I would have professors take very long time to grade, and I would just be antsy and wanting feedback. You'll notice too, I try to grade your papers fairly fast. When I see it come in and I have some time, I will grade it as soon as I can. And my personal goal is to try to get them within 24 hours. I would say I don't always do that, but I feel like I do as much as I can, getting that graded back within 24 hours. Now, discussion boards, I'll always wait usually till Sunday or Sunday night or Monday to grade those. But any papers, journals, anything like that, I'll try to get those as soon as I can. I think the last thing I really need to talk about, real quick. So assignments, so any milestones, papers, journals, that'll be under assignments. So you'll click on that and then you'll be able to see my feedback. And I believe you click on the paper to see my inline feedback. Now for all the discussions, you'll want to click on grades and then you'll see my feedback right away. And then you'll have to click, I believe it's in blue, it'll say assessment details or view rubric or something along those lines. And you have to click on that to see what I left in the categories. So the last thing for the announcements here, I want to talk just really quick about the final project because I did make a video. There's kind of a lot to go with the final project. It's kind of broken up to a couple sections. So please don't let it confuse you. And I did make a video. So try to make sure to watch that. So the first part of your critical task is you're going to be creating mini lessons, which are my favorite. You'll be creating 6 of them, all within the, we'll have certain, you'll have phonics, phonemic awareness. We'll have writing, fluency, vocabulary. So we'll hit all like the 6 kind of pillars of literacy and comprehension. So that is part of that. Now, the second part of your critical task, I guess there's kind of 3 parts. So there's 6 mini lessons. And then what you'll do, now this I know some of you might cringe, you're going to create the comprehension mini lesson. That's part of this already. So you'll create that there. And then you'll actually video, like record yourself. I know it's kind of weird because you're going to like pretend you're doing it in front of kids, even though you're not. So you'll record like a video of yourself doing the little mini lesson. And we'll talk about that more later. And then the other section is what you're going to do is you're going to pick 2 videos, or you'll pick one of the 2 videos. You'll do the writing workshop. That's kind of confusing. Yeah, either pick the writing workshop or the William video, and you'll watch it and you'll reflect on those questions. And then when you reflect on those questions, that's going to be added in at the end when you type up your paper for the alternative field experience. I know it kind of sounds confusing, but I did make a video to kind of map it out, and I will give you instruction and guidelines along the way. So I hope that helps. Please let me know if you need anything. I'm really excited to get started. And I know this is a really busy time as well with just the winter and, if you are celebrating any holidays. So I'm super flexible, and just please let me know if you need anything. Thanks so much. Can't wait to get to know you, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.